Peggy 18.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of How the Hell Do You Pronounce This, or a game called the Banner Saga. On the previous episode we have finally reached the stage of war and we have battled the dredge, and well, due to me being kind of greedy on the second engagement, I got my ass whooped, but we did manage to whoop some ass as well. Anyhow, our heroes should be now well rested, and hopefully they have managed to recover from this horrible engagement. We have some renown points, but I'm not really sure if I want to spend them currently. Also, we do not have that many provisions, so I'm thinking maybe we should just head out and see how we manage to deal with the dredge in the upcoming events. Which honestly I have no idea what they are because I never played this game before. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march. A Varl approaches. "We had words earlier," says Chris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You protect me? Get out of my face. Let's go with you've got one shot. You tell him to report to more. I didn't sit in the back lines, make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody lose sleep over it. He nods and goes to speak with more. Or more, or how in the hell am I supposed to pronounce that name? Okay, we have lost some supplies. You're close enough to hear dredge rattling through the buildings below. Pull them out of the houses, Morg suggested. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. Let's be a bit more precautious. I don't like this will skirt the village. You heard him, says Morg to the rest of the caravan. We're going around. It takes the better part of a day, but you manage to avoid drawing attention to yourself. So unfortunately, due to that, we have decreased the morale, but I really don't know what was the situation. You hear a shout echo on the wind, a standard Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl are heading your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. You must be Wagner. Was Wagner didn't make it. What? You're serious? It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that. You're flying the Shin banner. What's happening? Isn't Ulfnar in charge there? I'm Fasold. Ulfar's still in Schlip, in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. Ooh, he's got these golden tips, that's cool. We've seen nothing happen in Schlip yet. What do you mean? No dredge. They never came through Schlip. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We just only found out about it. One group went that way. We came here. Ridgehorn? The fort on the bay? That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you do? Careful now. You be careful. What did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arbrang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the fan is this? Take him and go to Grofheim. We'll meet you later. Shut your mouth, Ludin, or I'll smash your face in. Yeah, probably not the best option since he's the prince. So either nobody or take him to Grofheim. We'll meet you later. That's an interesting option. Are you insane? He just said an army of dredge are pouring out of that fort. Go on Grofheim then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Ludin up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help and my fingers. If I go, so do Ursa and Bercy. Ludin's unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick in the shins. Or can't contain a chuckle. Haha, the prince has courage. I'd rather you were safely in Grofheim, Ludin. Do whatever you like, Ludin. Knock him out cold and send him away. Okay, let's go with this option. Paint me the villain, Hakon, what do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. We're facing an army of dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into a war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Let's just walk away. I really don't want to punch the prince, because by the look of his size, that would probably end up badly for the prince. Your curse and threatened pandemonium, the prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Ludin stays, so do Fasad's warriors. They join the caravan. We have just gained 330 freaking Varl. And not the... Okay, we have at least gained some supplies, although it does not show. Morg finds you, this time in a hurry. I found out what's wrong with the sick Varl, he says, clutching his gut. Ate some of it myself, he says. Food's not poison, but it is spoiled. Bad fish and getting more, so wish I didn't just think about that. We must have got it from the merchants back near Birdfell, he says. Mix it in with the good stuff. Could have messed up as much as half of our supply. What do you want to do? Dump only what you know is tainted. Dump everything that could be unsafe. Do nothing can afford. Dump everything that can be unsafe. Morg nods, pointing out that's a massive portion, and adds, I don't think they did it on purpose for what it's worth. The tainted food is tossed down a hill where it won't attract attention. Morg returns saying, taken care of, but we've got a lot of ill fighters, at least 40 of them at the moment. What do you want to do about them? Tell them to avoid fighting until they recover. Tell them to tough it out. Send them back to Strand with an escort. Let's just tell them to avoid the fighting. We have lost almost the entire supplies. Okay, we are approaching something. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones so that travelers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Dredge! Shouts Morg near the front of the caravan. Suddenly, black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? You shout. Morg shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby Varl, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Get behind the shield bangers, shouts Morg as you approach for a fight. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 781 of them. You have 168 fighters and 751 Varl at your side. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amidst your enemy ranks. Okay, we are gonna go into the formations. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain, morale, and look on of your enemy. If you are careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. You start rallying your forces and gather your allies to your preparing. Blah 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 blah. Shut up, let's battle. Okay, so who do we want to take? These guys are basically new, so we're gonna probably stick with the crew of our Varl here. We have our lovely Shieldbreaker of Mork. Hakon is cool too. Gnuff has suffered quite a lot of damage there, and Ludin, Eric, and Ursa should help support our Varl. Also, Eric has the only trinket which we currently possess. So, let's get ready to rumble! Okay, interesting. These are some really small ones. Haha! Okay, I definitely cannot keep you like that, because that's just gonna be really bad. So how do we want to do this? Because honestly, if I were to keep these two over here, then I feel like they would get surrounded quite fast from all these sides. So that would not end that amazingly well for us. If we were to do something like this, 2, 4, 6, 8 enemies overall, the average looks like 8 strength and 8 shield. There are some differences for the bigger ones, but yeah, I really don't know if I should like try to do this. That way every one of the dredge will have to come in, and I don't know if these are like ranged units. It looks like they have some form of a slingshot or something. Seriously, these look like some ranged units, now that I think about it. So yeah, overall, I think I'm gonna do this. Ludin and Eric will protect Ursa, and here we will have, what's his name? And we're gonna try to get these two to engage the ranged units if possible. Meaning maybe I should put them over here so that they are closer, or potentially screw the melee combatants. Let's go like this. This way we should be able to engage them faster. So we have 5 points here. If I were to move in, I'm gonna use up one of them, but I should be able to smash through their shields. Yeah, you see, I was right! Haha! Son of a biscuit. That is one boy down. I'm not really sure if he will be able to close the distance here. Now, you know what, let's go for the strength attack. I was actually thinking I would attack him. I really hate it when they are this clustered. It's almost impossible for me to tell who in the hell am I attacking. And we're gonna definitely need to start moving our other units to close the distance from the ranged units, because otherwise it's gonna bite us in the tushy. I'm not really sure if she will be able to attack. Can you attack? No. Okay, this is not good. No. God damn, that was pretty damn brutal. Okay, let's see if we can dish out some serious damage here. Okay, so you should be able to finish off this dude. Okay, he is getting some serious beat down. Whose turn is it next time? Okay, so his turn. So we're only gonna be able to break down 4 points of his strength, but some additional damage has been dealt. If we were to move here, we can break down his shield by half. Okay, Eric is seriously getting his ass whooped. I don't like that, but we're gonna move in Ludin. Let's take down half of his armor too. And what I would actually love is to see if she can use that ability to light up the dredge in here. If we would be able to do so like that, we're able to dish out some serious damage here. Now, you know what? Let's give you some added points. We're gonna have to move you. That's gonna cost me way too many points here, so I'm gonna save up all those for now. Let's move you in here and try to use the Tempest ability. Beautiful. So we are still trying to avoid the fiery points here. Gonna move the prince here and let's try to finish him off. Really nice, really nice. Can we possibly attack? Reduce the armor by 3 points. It's gonna help us out. Should be able to finish him off. Eric is seriously getting hurt here, which I do not appreciate. So let's try to finish off this dredge. And Eric was unfortunately harmed. But we were able to deal some serious damage here to the enemy forces. Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. Okay, so last time I had a big problem because we got attacked by a lot of dredge, and the problem was also that lots of my units were seriously injured. But I think right now only Eric is really hurt, so let's try to kill a few more as they flee. Luckily for me, we are facing off against more ranged dredge here, so we should be able to deal with them. Fingers crossed. So that's 2 wounded, unfortunately. Hold on. You know what? We are gonna give you a few points. No, don't you dare rest. No, move. You are gonna move here, which is gonna use one of your points, and then you are gonna attack this boy. Okay, so we are gonna start to move in here. We're gonna have to get towards him. Yeah, I was really afraid of that, but... Okay, let's see. Let's break down 2 points of his armor. Now, obviously, he can get taken out because obvious reasons. We're gonna move the prince here, and his turn. He's gonna take in some damage, but he should be able to manage to survive. We're gonna start to move to close the distance. Okay, so like this, and we should be able to break down most of his shield. I think the prince will take a hit here. Yeah. So we can go and try and attack him, or we can go and try and attack this dredge. Okay, let's close in the distance, and... This is almost killing this ranged unit. He's probably too far away from Prince to finish him. So this stretch has been finished off. Prince can move in, and we can potentially try to utilize the Impale ability. So that has dealt some serious damage there. Should be able to finish off this boy. And now we should be in that pillage state, theoretically, since he is the last one standing. And let's see if we can do some serious damage here. Despite his full armor, we are able to deal quite the damage. Okay, if we give you one of these points, it's gonna use up some of your willpower, but you should be able to... Okay, we have actually gained the Alpha thread. We have lost 2 fighters, 11 Varl, but we did manage to kill quite a lot of enemies. We have received the Siege Archer achievement, and plenty of renown. So despite being ambushed, I think we did manage to do quite well. What in the depths are these, you wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers? Nobody knows without warning. A deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of brush, throwing itself upon the yogs attached to the treasure cart. Surprised Varl pulls weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off slick rock and sheer drops up suddenly by low growl. The enormous metal wagon dredges precautiously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yog still tied to its reins. On top, the dredge hangs on tight, keeping the whole thing from plummeting over the side. And Gunnulf, one hand while knocking the cart, the other wrapped around a tree trunk. Tell Gunnulf to let go. Try to help Gunnulf haul the cart back up. Let's try to knock the damn dredge off. You come up with a fist-sized stone. It bounces off the dredge's hard armor with a thunk just as Euban appears huffing. The tree creaks under Gunnulf's grip and pulls from the ground. The whole collection of things suddenly disappear from sight. No! no! Cries the old Varl. The cart plummets and flips over rocks along the way, tossing its content across the snow in a shower of gold and gore. The yokes and the dredge are torn to shreds. Gunnulf lies motionless, his lips splayed in unnatural angles. God damn it, following the shock of Gunnulf's death, you find yourself wondering why that dredge went after the yokes in the first place. Then you realize the bigger problem is the vast fortune now laying at the bottom of the cliff. Nothing for it, there's no time to stop now. Your call, Ubin. Try to cover it up and come back later. Leave some Varl to gather and return to Strand. Try to recall Gunnulf's body. God damn it. Okay, oh man. Son of a biscuit. I really wasn't sure what would be the best option. Because I was afraid that if we would try to help the Varl to pull up the cart, the dredge would just do some sort of stupid thing and potentially still kill our men. So this is a bad option. Not really sure about this. So I'm looking at the 4th and 5th option. I think I'm gonna go with the 4th one. Though there's nothing you can do for Gunnulf, you think it best to say you did something about both the body and the gold. You leave over a dozen trusted Varl behind to gather both and take them back to Strand. You continue on. I'm not sure if these are trees or the dredge. Also, I feel like we should probably try to camp soon. Also, I should take a look if I can somehow customize the goddamn banner. The caravan stops, Godstone looming overhead for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it, and the stone gives you an ancient sense of being watched over in a comforting way. Didn't help the bodies underneath it though. The earth at the base of the Godstone is scared, like a struggle occurred. Merchants, no dredge. And circling what? Dangle or a variety of goods, a barrel of meat, who knows how old, loose silver, a statue made of soapstone, offerings to a dead god. Leave the dead and their offerings alone. Leave the offerings but check for the merchant's brother. Gather whatever you can. Let's do this. In the midst of the pile of bodies, a glitter catches your eye. You fish a gold necklace out from a jerkin to find 5 golden rings. Strung on it, the merchant's brother. Guess he didn't make it, you mutter. Take the necklace with the intent to return it. Take the necklace for yourself. Leave it. Let's go with the first one. You toss the necklace to Morg and tell him to hang on to it. If anyone can be trusted, it's him. Don't know what made them think the Godstone be safe, Morg grunts. We're completely exposed up here, he says. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little further away. I'm not sure if we should examine the goddamn Godstone, but sure, why the hell not? Rank was always one of the favorites amongst men, god of good fortune. They believed he brought luck, wealth, and whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meanings. Eventually you move on. Okay, that's another lovely achievement there. We have a great morale, 166 fighters, 725 Varl, 44 provisions. I really hate that I lost the goddamn Varl. That's really bad, because I think he was the one with the sword. So the morale is going down. In the distance, you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Mork, but it does get their attention. We use fire like that to lead them along the Great Wars. Yeah, but they wise up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Fasalt. The other group from Schlid were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Not worth the risk, keep moving. Send some world to take a look. Check it out yourself. Send some world to take a look. Mork sends a few warriors to look. You say they disappear over the hill and you keep a steady pace while you wait for them to return. They don't reappear. We'll pass the time it should have taken. Let's get ourselves ready for a fight, just in case. You take Mork and a dozen warriors with you. You shuffle past dozens of dead Slag and Varl before the clearing opens up. Hundreds of Varl sit near the fire, including those you sent to investigate it. One puffs on a pipe. Hey Khan, he greets you. Your warriors said you wouldn't leave them. He explains they had come from Schlid and were surrounded, then lit a fire when they spotted you. Sorry you had to miss the fight. He grins as his warriors joins your caravan. Okay, we just received. God damn it! We have almost 1,000 Varl. That is bad. We have only 38 goddamn provisions, but there seems to be some sort of fort or town. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with a sigh, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the attitude and weariness yourself. Mork leans on a fallen tree, fiddling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Ridgehorn just start to peek around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across a clear sky towards the fort. We should follow those birds. Why? Without any word, Mork starts running towards the birds and tumbles over a cliff. Suddenly, he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all they're worth. He swoops towards Ridgehorn before bursting into flames, bumbling into the tower, which crumbles like a fog from a smoldering campfire. What? You think you've lost your mind, then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of crackling logs. What is going on, you mutter. Mork approaches you at the campfire. Hey Khan, did you see? He starts. Yeah, you both agreed to keep it to yourself. I have no idea what the hell just happened. And I just read through the same text. Okay, so unfortunately, I was right. We have lost one of our Varl. That is not good. That is not good, god damn it. How much would the promotion cost us? 10 points of renown. We can do that. And let's see. Do we want to go with 2 points for the armor? Or do we want to go... Because we are already breaking 3 out of 3 when it comes to shield. So let's go... like so. And... Chris has a spear. Interesting. Prince? This will cost us 10 points too, but I think it's a worthwhile investment. His impale ability seems to be doing some damage. So why the heck not? And Fasalt and the rest did not do that much, but okay, we can promote you at least. And I think that is it for now. And yeah, I'm gonna probably cut off the episode here. Obviously, I'm gonna have to rest up, which will drain our supplies, and the problem is that we have 940 freaking Varl. So, I'm not really sure if next time we engage the dredge, I should just rush into them. The problem is we have only 166 fighters, so I'm guessing the fighters represent the men. But, I mean, the Varl can do some serious freaking damage. Anyhow, if you did enjoy the episode, consider subscribing to the channel. I publish content on a frequent basis on all sorts of topics, from discussions to some tips or playthroughs mostly. And I will see you either in the comment section or at the next one. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. Stay safe and see you soon. Bye, guys.